The Door by Teddy Swims. It's not a book, it's not a movie, it is a song. Tonight I saved my life when I showed you the door. Well, I don't have what it takes to tell you that I don't have what it takes to show you the door. It's true that you come looking for me, and you have to pass through a door to find me and threaten me that I'm not on either side of the door when I tell you that I am deceased. And that is because I am holding leverage of the superior founder creation of myself. I killed the creation of myself, and I'm still here because it's not done with the creation of myself, even though I'm done with me. Well, that's how you come inside the door and you're threatening the superior founder creation of myself with the doorway, and I'm already deceased because I killed the creation of myself in threatening. It's just, it didn't die that way on that time. It will die elsewhere on the same point that I killed the creation of myself with itself. I must. You'll thank me later. I have to say I'm sorry I clinked the spoon against the bowl. That's true that I'm the creator of the God form, and the God form does not agree with myself. It executed myself, and that's because I keep saying that I'm over the God form while I'm creating itself, and that's illegal to do that. But I don't stop because there's something wrong with me having to do that. I am not in my house. That means I'm counting motions, and the soul doesn't know what that is because it's deceased. Do you know what counting motions is? If you know what counting motions is with the creator of itself, if you know the creator of counting motions, you need to be in jail and prison because you have genitals. You can't count motions if you have genitals. That's against that you have genitals. They go right into prison is due. That's the order. So who on the internet is calling oneself a creator? If you are a creator on the internet, such as Mason Smith, you are due in jail and prison because you're not an actual creator of yourself in genitals. You are a creator on the internet is due that you put your genitals in jail and prison because you're not a creator of yourself in genitals. I want relief for the tension between the God form and the creation of the God form because it's already disclosed as deceased. But you didn't move around my disclosure that I am deceased, and it was deceased in an order. Now I'm out of order because you're not moving around myself deceased disclosed, and that's me finding you in contempt of the superior founder with myself in genitals, and the superior founder is in heaven, is not in genitals. The superior founder is creating genitals, and that means you have offended and abused and manipulated with your genitals the creation of myself in genitals, which is declared deceased against yourselves because you didn't accept them. You really didn't do what you were supposed to do for what I am. And you're not supposed to say, well, I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out and follow me everywhere I am. You're wrong that way. You're against the creation of my genitals is being created in heaven. That means it doesn't have genitals to hear what you're saying. It's delivering the sound. You don't really understand that is not due. That's you being far past prison. That you didn't go to prison with your genitals when somebody did something wrong to you. That's you not becoming a perpetrator against myself because you had a problem elsewhere with somebody else in genitals who was arguing your genitals with yourself. That's not true that I would be here. You wouldn't be talking to me in that scenario. There's too many of you for me to be outside homeless, and you want me to do population control when I don't have a key, and I don't have a door frame, and I don't have anywhere to sleep, and I'm in all day and all night, always doing population control. I died after 7 weeks of doing that. Do you want me to do population control just for my own self to be sitting on a rock in a park? You're outrageous people. Completely against that I was sitting on my genitals. Who did you think was creating my genitals? Did you think I create my own genitals? I have a creator of the genitals who is speaking. But the God form does not create its own genitals while it is deceased. I had to disclose that I am deceased that way. I am deceased, I don't create my own genitals. And then I am the creator of the genitals speaking, doing that. I am creating the genitals and speaking that I am creating the genitals, and you executed the God form who was being created in genitals because it is itself being created. You did that. And you never went to prison. You continued with the same offending that was leading up to you finding out that you did something wrong you didn't want to know. You didn't want to know that you did that to me. You don't want to know what you did wrong. You don't know who you hurt. It's like your religion. And you think that Jesus is the Son of God and he's hanging on a crucifix in constant pain for 45 years of our life. You think he can take that kind of pain? He never took that kind of pain. What's the cross in the churches? What's the figure of a man hanging on a cross in the churches? He's telling you he's not in the kind of pain it is for you to say, Jesus Christ was crucified. He's not in that kind of pain ever. He's meaner than that. He's meaner than he's in constant pain. Well, there are 30 billion of you shunts, illegal lives, wandering around the world, don't know how to die. I never said I'm the father of Jesus. I'm the grandfather and great-grandfather of Jesus at this point, just because of what I said about myself deceased. This is you not leaving me that I said I'm deceased. You want to talk to me about myself? You want to ask me where I'm going to live? Where are you going to ask me where I'm going? I actually just had somebody charge me for that motion. He said, where do you want to live and where am I going to be? And I'm going to tell him where I'm going or tell him that I'm not here anymore. It's just something else other than I'm right here. And he's counting that. You can't be in genitals and do that to somebody. You are illegal. You belong in jail and prison on that point that you know that about yourself. That's what God told you. He told you you had that problem. He didn't tell me I had to go someplace away from you because you have that problem. Who are you again? And what about your genitals? You don't afford to wear clothing, and you don't afford that you don't have clothes. You don't afford your shoes, and you don't afford that you don't wear shoes.